OpenAI has rolled out a purpose-built ChatGPT experience specifically designed for teenage users, starting from August 18, incorporating comprehensive safety mechanisms. The system uses age prediction algorithms to automatically detect and route minors into this protective mode, which actively filters conversations touching on harmful topics. Parents gain meaningful oversight through configurable quiet hours and receive important notifications about high-risk interactions. The platform includes a study mode feature that encourages educational use while discouraging procrastination, and the entire implementation reflects the industry's escalating responsibility to protect young users from potential harms of AI technology. Cloudflare has introduced Kitesurf, a groundbreaking web browser specifically architected for AI agents rather than human users, marking a significant industry inflection point on August 18, 2026. This specialized tool follows the company's earlier deployment of X402, which enables AI agents to autonomously execute financial transactions, with adoption already reaching over 20 organizations. The development reflects a broader industry recognition that autonomous AI systems require infrastructure purpose-built for their unique operational characteristics, fundamentally different from human-optimized interfaces. By releasing agent-native browsing capabilities, Cloudflare is facilitating a new architectural layer where autonomous systems can navigate, interact with, and transact across the web with specialized efficiency, marking the maturation of agentic AI from theoretical capability to practical production deployment. Enterprise cloud spending has surged to $500 billion annually, a historic milestone largely propelled by massive infrastructure investments required for AI model operations and deployment, according to Synergy Research Group data from August 2026. The spending shift reflects a fundamental transition where organizations have moved beyond pilot AI projects to production-scale deployments, requiring exponentially larger cloud resource commitments for compute, storage, and networking. Financial operations, FinOps, practices have become strategically essential as enterprises grapple with skyrocketing cloud bills, with rising concerns about cost spiraling, forcing organizations to implement rigorous resource governance. Industry analysis indicates big tech companies now have approximately $1.5 trillion in AI-related commitments across infrastructure deals, underscoring how AI buildouts have become the dominant driver of cloud infrastructure economics and reshaping enterprise IT budgeting priorities across every sector. GitLab released an emergency security patch on August 17, 2026, addressing a critical vulnerability rated 9.4 on the CVSS scale that potentially allowed unauthenticated attackers to manipulate or delete public projects and associated data. The flaw's severity warranted an unscheduled patch release outside GitLab's typical twice-monthly maintenance window, underscoring the existential risk this vulnerability posed to organizations relying on GitLab for code repository management. The vulnerability impacted both Community Edition and Enterprise Edition deployments, though GitLab's cloud-hosted services were patched automatically, leaving primarily self-managed installations requiring immediate administrative action. This incident exemplifies how critical code repository security has become in modern software development pipelines, where unauthorized project deletion or modification could compromise entire development workflows, intellectual property, and collaborative team operations across enterprises. NTT Docomo, Japan's largest mobile operator with over 93 million subscriptions, announced on August 18 the successful production deployment of a second D-Wave quantum computing application, achieving dramatic improvements in network efficiency. The quantum solution optimized tracking area list configurations that previously generated excessive signaling whenever mobile devices crossed area boundaries, reducing such location registration signals by 65.3% during peak network usage periods. This optimization simultaneously reduced paging signals by 7.0%, collectively eliminating substantial unnecessary network overhead that had previously degraded connectivity and wasted radio spectrum resources. The dual deployment demonstrates that quantum computing has transitioned from theoretical research into practical production utility for solving real industrial optimization problems. with DOCOMO's results validating quantum technology's commercial viability for telecommunications infrastructure management and operational cost reduction. OTI Lumionics and Samsung Advanced Institute of Technology published groundbreaking research on August 18 in the Journal of the American Chemical Society, demonstrating that advanced quantum simulations can run on readily accessible hardware rather than requiring prohibitively expensive supercomputing infrastructure. Their proprietary iterative Quibit-coupled cluster method was benchmarked against classical computational approaches across 14 different OLED emitter materials, validating its accuracy while requiring substantially less quantum computing resources than previously possible. This achievement democratizes quantum materials discovery by reducing the computational cost barriers that previously restricted research to well-funded institutions with access to expensive quantum systems, potentially accelerating innovation in consumer electronics, advanced display technologies, and materials science. The research builds on prior work demonstrating the technique's feasibility, moving quantum simulation from theoretical promise into practical validated methodology that could reshape how enterprises approach materials research and product development cycles. Baidu's Q2 2026 earnings announcement on August 18 revealed that GPU cloud revenue has surged 283% year-over-year, marking a dramatic acceleration in the company's AI infrastructure business growth trajectory. Most significantly, the AI-powered business segment has grown to represent approximately 50% of Baidu's entire general business revenue, constituting RMB 12.5 billion of the company's operations, demonstrating the dramatic pivot toward AI infrastructure as the primary revenue driver. The 283% growth rate represents continued acceleration from Q1's already impressive 184% year-over-year growth, indicating unabated enterprise demand for GPU computing resources and AI cloud services. This expansion is particularly noteworthy because it occurred despite Baidu's overall company revenue declining 4% year-over-year, underscoring how thoroughly AI infrastructure has become the company's primary growth engine, while legacy search and digital marketing services face market saturation and competitive pressure. Apple is reportedly preparing camera-equipped AirPods that would fundamentally shift the company's AI strategy from conversational interfaces toward embodied artificial intelligence systems capable of visual perception and environmental understanding. The camera hardware enables the AI system to literally see what the user sees, matching the wearer's viewpoint and visual context in real time, opening entirely new classes of applications requiring spatial awareness and visual intelligence. This represents a strategic inflection point where AI moves beyond text-based interactions and voice-activated responses toward continuous sensory engagement with the user's environment. The camera-equipped design aligns with broader industry trends, where wearable AI systems are becoming increasingly sophisticated, multimodal interfaces that integrate visual, audio, and contextual data to deliver intelligent assistance deeply integrated into users' physical activities and environments. Apple's move signals that next-generation AI applications will depend critically on embodied perception systems that can observe and respond intelligently to real-world visual contexts, rather than operating solely within text-based or voice-isolated domains. Thank you for watching. Please do like and subscribe for more content and stay updated with the latest technology news.